Hey friends, welcome to my first video here on chronospeakeasy.com. For those who don't know me, my name is Paul, and I'm the host of Wednesday, the podcast that you can find also on, this website, chronospeakeasy.com. I've been talking a while now about adding video content for the website, and now with 2017 coming up, I thought it'd be a good idea to make good on that promise. So yeah, here I am. Welcome to my library, if you will. Obviously, we talk a lot about comics and nerd culture, and because it's a podcast, you really kind of can't see a lot of the stuff that we're talking about. And a lot of what we talk about is, visual medium, film, comics. The one thing I feel doesn't get enough credit is action figures. I'm going to say it. I love them. Toys, action figures, fragments of a dream becoming reality, whatever you want to call them, they're awesome, and I love it. And I think I'm the only one in the group who's an avid, actual action figure collector. I wouldn't call myself a connoisseur, but I like to think I kind of know what I'm talking about. For me, comics and toys, they kind of go hand in hand, and I love them. And I think within the past few years, man, the toy companies have really been upping their game. So I want to talk a little bit about how awesome these figures are, the posability, and how they look, and just how they have the potential to enrich all of our lives. So let's dive in. So to start, I got a package in the mail today. Pretty pumped, from my good friends at comicopia.com. I want to give a shout out to Erin Gumbel for the amazing packaging that she does. She don't mess around. She doesn't just throw things in a box. Wraps it in a cool plastic bag, wrapped in some newspaper to protect the packaging. Because you might be one of those collectors that likes to keep things in the box. I'm actually kind of torn about this because while I do like the packaging, I also want to play with them. I mean, part of the fun of collecting these figures is how well these toy companies have improved on the posability. I mean, it's quite astounding, all of the articulation. And this week, I got, hot. I'm getting goosebumps. You probably can't see it, but I'm getting goosebumps because look what I got in the mail. Hot damn. This is when Gotham City Police Department Batman. If you're not reading the Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo Batman, you really should. This is when Commissioner Gordon becomes Batman, and he's rocking this cool robot. This is pretty sweet. It's like a 2-figure set, and I didn't know that you can actually kind of get a visual of Gordon inside the bat suit. That is pretty rad. And this is actually a pretty good opening point for me to talk about how far the figures have come along. So when I was a kid, I don't know like you, but I wasn't born with the ability to read. So, I liked the cartoons, couldn't read the comics quite yet. So having action figures was a really kind of cool tactile way of kind of taking part in the stories that you loved. And apparently I've never grown out of that. And I think a lot of the publishing companies like Marvel and DC, especially DC, they're embracing that, because now DC, what they're doing is they have these designer series. So not only can you get your favorite character, you can get your favorite character based on your favorite artist. So they have awesome Greg Capullo figures. Like, check out this one. This is the Greg Capullo Joker from Endgame. It really kind of captures the Capullo artwork, and it's pretty darn awesome. And it comes with different heads, which, who doesn't love different heads? I mean, you have options you never had before. So yeah, you can have a Greg Capullo Joker, you can have a Darwin Cook Batman. I mean, it's great that they're kind of embracing that, for the adult collectors out there. I think that's pretty awesome. Or even the kid collectors who are reading comics. I think it's pretty awesome. And that brings to another point of why I'm really liking action figures right now. The different heads. Not only are you having options with how you want to display or play, it's also embracing the other character, which is not just the alter ego like Spider-Man. You now can play with Peter Parker in a Spider-Man outfit. I mean, come on, look at that. That's awesome. You know how long I wanted to just have Spider-Man hanging out? Or even, and I love this, Miles Morales. I mean, it's adding a lot more depth to these beloved characters, because let's face it, Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Spider-Man. For me, those are always the main attractions to the figures, or the characters, not just the costumes, but the characters underneath. And I think it's really cool that toy designers now are rocking that. Here's Gwen Stacy with her face off, mask off, whatever. I think it's great. Also, one thing I'm really kind of digging right now is embracing the personality of these figures. Like, you now can have Spider-Man eating a pizza with his mask off. And the half mask thing is such a beautiful part of the Spider-Man mythos, I mean, he does that all the time when he's got to eat or talk to somebody, he doesn't want to reveal his identity. I think it's great. The other cool thing I like about some of the figures now, and I know some kind of complain that it's a desperate ploy to kind of get, try to take your money from you, but let's face it, I mean, we love this shit, and we're ready to drop some serious cash on it. One thing that Marvel and DC are doing now is the Build-A-Figure, where you buy one figure and it comes with a piece of another bigger figure, so you'll buy all his figures in that line to assemble, obviously, a bigger figure. And I love that too, because honestly, the design of these Build-A-Figures are gorgeous. Like recently, this year, they had a Sandman Build-A-Figure, and he is amazing. I mean, just to kind of give you an idea of the scale, granted, this is like the young adult body mold. How about this? Doctor Strange. I mean, Sandman is still pretty gosh darn huge. And also, if you can tell with the camera here, but the detail in the sand is amazing. And I almost called him Strange. Sandman also comes with different hand pieces, so you can have like the mallet or the ball with the spikes coming out. It's awesome. Again, options. So what we want, man. Options to display or play with our beloved characters. And there's all kinds of cool different series. Like they had a cool Doctor Strange series where you could build Dormammu, which is pretty cool. Got some flaming skulls here. Pretty awesome. Look at that. Bad-ass, if you ask me. You'd think a figure who was like all powerful and shit would keep his shit together. But anyway, it's worth it. Also recently coming out with in the Sandman line is Miss Marvel. She's adorable, and I love her to pieces. I mean, look at that. We get our first female Muslim figure, and I love it. And now we can have her and Miles just chilling. Pretty soon, hopefully you can start your own Champions team up on your bookshelf. Because there is a Nova figure coming out soon that I think is pretty rad. But yeah, there's just so many good figures coming out. Of course, this is a little harder to track down, but man, this Deadpool figure is where it's at. Not only does he come with an alternate head, but he comes with a taco. A taco. Now, thanks to these wonderful productions, you can have your superheroes, Spider-Man and Deadpool, having lunch together. And honestly, I can't think of a better way to celebrate nerddom than having two beloved characters sitting on your bookcase eating a slice of pizza and a taco. Life's pretty good right now. One thing I like to about the alternate heads, you can get a pretty cool werewolf cap. Always wanted one of those. J. Jonah Jameson. Look at that lip snare. You can almost feel the spit when he screams Parker's name. It's just awesome, man. You gotta love it. So yeah, a lot of really cool, good-looking collectibles right now. The other thing I like, too, is that a lot of the nostalgia is playing a key role in the marketing. Like, if you're my age, 21, you probably grew up watching Batman the Animated Series. So not only are they bringing back really beautiful Batman figures, but they're building up a supporting cast. I can't tell you how long I've wanted a Commissioner Gordon figure. Like, you don't know. Not only that, but you also get Harvey Bullock, who, by the way, comes with a half-eaten donut. It's awesome. All we need is an Alfred figure, and we are good to go. So this is what I love, the world building, because Batman wasn't the only thing that made Batman great. Characters like Commissioner Gordon and Harvey Bullock, they're finally getting their time to shine. And they look great, and the posability is amazing. So anyway, I've taken too much of your time as I expressed all of my deep love for action figures, and don't worry, I will definitely be doing reviews of these figures, talk a little more about the display and the paintwork once I learn more about photography and editing. But I promise more to come, and I just want to take a moment to thank you all for listening and checking out our content. We're definitely upping our game in 2017 so that you keep coming back and checking out our awesome stuff. Hopefully we'll get video content from other contributing members of the Wednesday podcast. But don't forget, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and please drop us a line on WednesdayComicPodcast@gmail.com. I know Rob would be over the moon to, get an email from you guys, because we'd love to hear what we should review, what we should be talking about. So yeah, and we just want to hear from you, because we're always looking for ways to improve. Anyway, that being said, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content, and enjoy your issues.